Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Mariners hosting the Blue Jays, game number 5 of the ALCS. And the Blue Jays are minus 113 on the money line. The Mariners are minus 107. The over-under is 7 runs. The Blue Jays laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 146, meaning if you bet them that way, you got to win by 2 or more. While the Mariners getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 180, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1 run, you win. Now, these are the overnight odds. They will change the closer we get to first pitch later on this afternoon. I should say, I'm so used to doing this overnight. Gausman's pitched twice against the Mariners this year. 5 2/3, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost 3-1. He struck out 5. 5 1/3, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won 6-3. That was in Seattle. He struck out 3. Miller pitched twice against the Blue Jays this year. 6 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They won 3-1. That was in Toronto. He struck out 3. 5 innings, 7 runs, 7 earned. They lost 9-1. He struck out 3. That was at home. This series has an interesting set of turns. Head-to-head, the Blue Jays are 6-4 against the Mariners in their last 10. The Blue Jays have beaten the Mariners the last 2 times they've played them. The road team has won the last 9 games that they've played against each other, which is now why the casinos finally adjusted and made the Blue Jays the favorite. The road team is 9-1 in their last 10 meetings. The underdog has won the last 7 games because the underdog has been the road team the last 7 games. The underdog is 7-3 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 7-3. There have been 0 one-run games in their last 10, so whoever it wins by at least 2. The over is hit in their last 3. The over is 8-2, and it's 7 runs. The over is also 8-2. If this is your first go-round with this series, the Mariners took the first 2 in Toronto 3-1 and 10-3, and then the Blue Jays bats woke up once they got to Seattle, winning 13-4 and 8-2. Lineups for this game. Now, this game should be confirmed because, I don't know why the hell, a game that starts in about 40 minutes shouldn't be. Springer, Lukes, Guerrero, Kirk, Varsho, Barger, Kiner, Falafel, Jimenez. And then for the Mariners, Rodriguez, Raleigh, Polanco, Naylor, Arozarena, Suarez, Crawford, Canzone, and Rivas. So both sets of lineups have been confirmed for the game in about a half hour. The Blue Jays are 2-3 as a team in Gausman's last 5 starts. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2.4 earned runs, 5.2 strikeouts, 1.6 walks, 0.2 home runs. He gave up 1 in his last start. 84.6 pitches per game, 16.4 pitches per inning. He pitched against the Mariners in Toronto, and obviously we know how the road team's going in this one. So in his 2 postseason starts, 5 2/3, 4 runs, 1 earned, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no home runs, 75 pitches, 13.2 pitches per inning. That was against the Yankees. They won 10-1. The game that he pitched against the Mariners, 5 2/3, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 home run, 76 pitches, 13.4 pitches per inning. The Mariners are 2-3 in Miller's last 5 starts. His last start was against the Blue Jays. 5 innings pitched, 4.8 hits, 2.6 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 1.6 walks, 0.8 home runs, 74.8 pitches per game, 15.1 pitches per inning. And they're 1-1 in his 2 postseason starts. The Blue Jays versus righties, 5.1 runs per game, 267 batting average, 6.7 hits. The Mariners, 4.9 runs per game, 243 batting average, 5.8 hits. What I'm more so curious about, seemingly in Miller's last start, he was struggling to throw strikes, especially with his harder pitches, and then the Blue Jays were just not capitalizing on his mistakes. So if he continues to make those kind of mistakes like he did in the last game that they pitched in, is he going to actually get bailed out like he did? Because believe me, runners that were left in scoring position, ultimately Raleigh did change up the game plan with calling the game when he started throwing more off-speed stuff for strikes, but his fast stuff was not hitting the zone. I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the money line. I'm taking the Blue Jays laying the runs. I'm going over. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.